Hello and welcome to the video. In this video I'll be looking back at the year that was 2020 and then looking forward to 2021, all from my YouTube channel's perspective. But before I do this I really need to say something about the year that was 2020 in general. I guess we can all say that 2020 has been a very different year. I do hope that you have all stayed safe and are all healthy, and of course the same message goes out for your family and loved ones. One of the big highlights for me in 2020 was the release of Lallemand Kveik in dry form, and I celebrated this with a video as shown on screen now. Since then I have continued using this yeast throughout this year and have enjoyed its flexibility and stability, as well as how quickly it can condition even the strongest of beers. Now you may remember that Lallemand made it very clear to me after releasing this first Kveik strain in dried form that they were very keen to hear back from my viewers as to which Kveik strains were of interest for the future. Thank you to all of those that gave replies on this. Lallemand have advised me that they have great plans for 2021 and that this will include a new Kveik yeast to further complement their dry yeast range. Lallemand have a large selection of Kveik types already isolated at their disposal, and I'm sure that future releases will not disappoint. I look forward to bringing you more news on this when more details have been finalised. Also in the first part of this year I made a preview video for the Kveik, and then after some months a final review. This has continued to be my pressure fermentation vessel of choice, and I've since obtained a second one. This has been a real highlight product for me this year, and during 2019 and 2020 I've created various videos to assist people with pressure fermentation. 2021 will certainly see some new products of this type, and I eagerly await the new Brew Tools fermenter in the size that I need for the 40 litre model that I use. This will, of course, be a much more expensive solution though. 2020 also proved to be another good year for various different style videos that included recipe writing and tried and tested recipes. During 2020 I shared almost 20 different videos of this type, ranging from Black IPA to Trappist Single. I have been gradually changing the format of these, and I hope that you've been finding value in the content and the improvements during this year. I will continue this path in 2021, and I already have 2 different beer styles brewed and filmed that will be released in early 2021. During 2020 I also started a new series of videos called Brewing Bad. So far I have produced 4 different parts of this series. These have certainly proven to be popular, and I have at least one more part of this series to share with you during 2021. I have found this to be a great way to share lots of key information within a relatively short video format. The odd topic here and there may have ruffled some people's feathers, but this is to be expected with the topic of brewing, and certainly not something that I feel should be shied away from, especially when it comes to areas of out-of-date information and misunderstanding. During 2020 I've been simply bombarded with new products from suppliers that are keen for me to review their wares. As usual I've been very selective in what makes it to my channel. I would much rather focus on educational content rather than reviews, so for me to feature a product here then it really needs to be something special or be featured due to high demand. For this reason I've kept reviews as infrequent as possible, and where possible I've provided product comparison guides instead to give brewers the ultimate answers faster. I certainly have noticed more sponsored homebrew content during 2020, with some channels glossing over the truth in respect of new products, and some channels being very open about the sponsorship they have taken. My attitude to this has always been that if you cannot report the full truth within a review, then it ceases to be a review and it simply becomes advertising. No product is ever going to be perfect, and I believe it is important to deliver a full range of information within a review. This will continue in 2021 as it has all my previous years of my channel, and as always I will remain unsponsored and independent. On the topic of money, as I'm sure many realise, a channel of this size is hardly turning over much of it, and the money I have received so far has all gone back into the channel. However, the channel alone does not cover itself completely financially, and in actual fact I have always been perfectly fine with this. Had I started this channel with a view to making money, then frankly I would have quit long ago. During the summer of this year YouTube hard pushed the idea of more advertising to content creators, and this has helped bridge the gap between money in and out for the channel. At this point advertising is the only income I have from my channel. I have noticed an increase during 2020 from people that would like to make a contribution to my channel financially. They wonder if I'm planning to set up a Patreon account. I see that some channels use this as a way to make people pay for recipes or extra content, and frankly that does not feel right to me at all. After all, I am sharing my content and recipes because I want to help people with their brewing, not because I want to earn some extra coin. Equally, YouTube has its own channel membership scheme which works the same way, and again I see some channels using this as a way to make people pay for what I really want to provide people without money being a factor. This is not totally selfless. The main part of my agenda with my channel is to promote manual brewing for the reason that I really want all this knowledge and information to be out there for free to all, rather than forgotten like so many lost trades. As we go into the future, I expect more and more people and breweries to brew with total automation, which is certainly a big concern of mine. Another concern and focus point for my channel is simply the amount of misinformation out there concerning the brewing process and products that are available within the homebrew industry. I have been considering very carefully during 2020 how people can contribute financially to my channel and cause. One concept that I have been putting time and research into in recent times is the idea of a channel store for merchandise. This would be available for people who are able to support the channel financially rather than it being a ransom or a regular commitment. This also feels much better to me, as those that are able to will pay some money of their choosing, and they will actually get something physical in return, like a t-shirt, hoodie, coffee mug and then some. Those that cannot afford this or choose to not to buy anything will still have full access to all of my content and recipes. At this point in time this is not completely ready, but when it is I will make a video to show the designs that I have come up with. So far is looking rather good, and some of it, as you would expect, even has some humour to it also. Certainly I pledge to put this profit money back into the channel for things like photography related equipment, as well as direct things like new homebrew products. I hope you have found great value in my content during 2020, and that I can surpass this during 2021. I will certainly do my very best. Let me finish off by wishing all of you that celebrate it a very Merry Christmas. After the year that we have all had, I sincerely feel that we all deserve a very merry and happy one. I will be back in early January 2021 with more video content that I hope will educate and assist you into progressing your homebrewing along with the end results. In the meantime, you can still connect with me by using my YouTube channel's comments section as well as the channel's Facebook group. If you are not a member of the Facebook group, the links are shown on screen. Many thanks to all of you that have been contributing to this group. The membership has certainly been building this year, and it is soon to go past 9,000 members, which is great. This membership number is also a clear number as we regularly check for inactive Facebook accounts. I must also commend all of the hard work that has been done behind the scenes by my group administrators and admins. I certainly do really appreciate all of this, and I know the membership does too. This now brings this video to a close. If you have any questions, then please let me know via YouTube or Facebook. I do hope that you found this video to be useful, interesting and enjoyable. If appropriate, then please like this video on YouTube, and if you've not done so already, then please subscribe. I regularly post new content. Happy brewing!